All right. Hello again. Um, so it's nighttime. um, have not made a video all of today. It's my first one here, obviously. Um, and I've been feeling some things. Today was an interesting day. I think that these videos might kind of turn into more of like a diary almost, like a verbal, audible diary. So I don't know. But today was an interesting day. Awful lot of emotions, that's for sure. Um, as a man, I haven't really ever embraced my emotions in this way. For most of my life, if not my entire life, I have always just suppressed my emotions and kind of tried to move on. But I think that that's not a very healthy thing. I've kind of been over this in other videos. Um, but I'm definitely just trying to feel the emotions that I am experiencing and actually um, express them to myself almost. Um, and I guess kind of the main point of this video was just to say that sometimes I think that it's really easy to feel alone in certain situations. In many situations, I think, just in life in general, I think it's probably pretty easy to feel alone. Um, and I think that really what helps me, at least, and I know that people are different and everyone has different opinions on things or different lifestyles, but I think that what helps me the most is just knowing is reaching out to somebody else and knowing that I can talk to somebody, because I think the hardest thing about grief or loss or just difficult times is trying to do it alone. I think that's super hard and also super unnecessary. Um, it's one of those things. Also, as a man, I feel like a lot of people think that we have to do these things alone, and go through it as a man, as an individual, as an independent person. You need to do these things alone and experience all these things by yourself. But I think that again, I don't care what the stereotype is. I don't care what the stigmas are. I don't really care because it's not helpful. It doesn't matter. And so I think for me, and probably I'm not alone here, I think that this is a probably fairly universal thing, is that realizing that you're not alone, and then also just reaching out and just talking to somebody, um, helps so much, because this whole life thing, I haven't ever been this like reflective on my life before, or um, introspective. Is that the right word? I haven't ever thought about life this way before, um, and I think it's just very helpful to know that you aren't in it alone, and also that you aren't the first person that's experienced these things. Um, so I guess I'll just be honest with whoever's watching. I don't even really know who's watching these videos, but right now I'm in some emotional pain. I'm in some my heart hurts right now a little bit, and I haven't really ever experienced this before, and so I'm kind of just trying to figure out what it all means and how to handle it. Um, and so I think it is helpful to know that, number one, so I've been over this now a couple times, but number one, that you're not alone. Number two, that you're not the first person to experience these things. I mean, you're not the first person to feel sad. You aren't the first person to feel tired. You aren't the first person to feel um, emotionally worn or emotionally vulnerable. You aren't the first person to feel all these things, and I think that it's helpful that knowing that people have been through this and have gotten through it, um, and have made it to the other side. So that wasn't even the main. I wasn't supposed to talk about that today, but I wrote down this thing on my notebook, but since I did, a more important thing happened. Um, I haven't really ever appreciated company, like true real company. But I have never appreciated that more now than ever in my life. Does that make any sense at all? Um, I appreciate company more now than I ever have in my whole life. Before, I think I, again, just used to feel like being alone was the manly thing to do. But now I've totally shifted that, and now I just appreciate being with people that I care about, and being with people that are important to me. So yeah, I guess the main point is just be allow yourself to be vulnerable enough to reach out to people for help, because no one can go through life alone. It's just not really that, it's not possible, and it's not fun or worth it or beneficial. Just talking, I think, helps. So yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say. I haven't ever made a video this calm before. I think that most of my videos I'm always so riled up, and I think that actually maybe what I'm feeling now emotionally could be a great opportunity to change my expectations on myself, because you can tell from almost all my videos how, and I can tell too, just how rushed they are, and how intense they are, and how I can't speak well because of how quickly I'm trying to move, and it's just rushed. And I think that sometimes, and the main message I've learned from what I have been feeling is just sometimes you just gotta slow down, and that's so hard for me. But I think sometimes you just have to slow down and breathe for a second, because I think a lot of us, especially myself, and especially being raised by my dad, who is an incredible person, but I think a lot of us put this pressure on ourselves to need to be doing things now, and I have to be productive now. I have to be doing things now, and I kind of grew up around that. So now I think that this is an opportunity to take advantage of, not take advantage. It's an opportunity to experiment with different mindsets. So anyway, I'm starving. I'm gonna grab some food. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Roger out.